Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Destiny. I do all different types of lifestyle content. I would love if you could go ahead and follow me. Also, if you could subscribe and turn on that little bell icon, that way you get notified every time I post a new video. Clearly you're here for a reason. Let's just get right into the video and not waste any time. Okay, so my pregnancy must-haves, these are like my top tier. I'm gonna give it to you straight up of the necessities that you absolutely need during pregnancy. I'm not going to dive too deep into fashion in this video. If you guys would like a separate pregnancy video based off of what fashion would be best, I would like to make a video apart from this because that section within itself is a lot of items. I feel like I could really dive deep. So if you really want to see like maternity clothing or whatever, let me know and I can make a separate video based off of that. Also, if you're wanting to know more like postpartum, if you want to know what kind of items to have for that, I've also got a whole entire list of things that are necessities. If you would like to see that, let me know. So I am a mom of 2 now. I am having my second child, wild to even think about, but it's here. Time is here and it's ticking, and I definitely know what it is necessary to have purchased. So yeah, I feel like I am pretty qualified in this field. Now that I have done it the first time blindly, now I'm definitely for sure what works and what doesn't work. So starting off with, everybody needs a prenatal. I don't necessarily stick by this brand because I'm tied to it. I just have always gravitated towards this one. If you are sensitive to a taste and you got really bad nausea, I really wouldn't recommend this. In the beginning of my pregnancy, I had really awful nausea and these just were not helping. A brand that I have heard does help is Ritual. This video is not sponsored, by the way, but tablets, clean, healthy ingredient prenatals, those seem to actually still really give you the things that you need to get without actually tasting it. These are chewables. So since we're on the topic of consumption, I really recommend Liquid IV. You cannot get enough water. When you are pregnant, you have to constantly drink a lot of water, and you're just thirsty all the time as it is. Throwing one of these in your water just helps you get those electrolytes that you need. And actually it's really good. It's strawberry flavor and I think it tastes like candy. Go ahead and get you one of these. So since we're in the topic of consumption, we are talking about this app that I just discovered. The name is Yuka and it looks like this. Also not sponsored, but if you would like to, go ahead and reach out to me. Honestly, the app has really given me an insight of what's actually in the ingredients that I'm using. And literally, it's not just food. I scan something and it tells me whether it has hazardous ingredients in it, if it's just really dangerous to use. And of course, not everything is on the label because marketing, hello. But you know what? It's just really good to have on hand to just find what natural ingredients might work better for you and are healthier for you and baby. I mentioned our best friend, nausea. She's not the best. I've had it throughout my whole pregnancy so far. I kind of just stopped getting it within the 5th month. Something I've always experienced while pregnant. My first pregnancy and my second was acid reflux, and it wasn't a heartburn, it's literal acid reflux. And I got confused between the two because I really didn't know the difference until I actually got it, which it's not fun. These tablets have saved my life. I took it my first pregnancy and I'm taking it my second. I've tried the actual brand Pepsid, and I did the mint flavor, I did the berry like mango flavor. None of those would work for me. They lasted a good 30 minutes or so. These last over a couple hours long, and they really just help that burning sensation of acid reflux. If you know, you know. I would take one of these like at night when you're laying down. Sometimes it just kind of all trickles up because our intestines are like shoved up here, but this will help you a lot. I'm swearing by this one. It just really worked for me. So while we're on the topic of nausea, these worked for me, and they're compression bands. It's just to help the nausea. You just snap it on. I don't know what it is. It's just like an acupuncture, some type of thing. I was working during my first pregnancy. I would have to like kind of get rid of the nausea. I didn't really have nausea like that, but I did get it a little bit. For severe nausea, it does something. It doesn't do the job, but it does a little bit of the work. These I would just have on hand just in case you just need the extra band-aid to help yourself get through the nausea. Also for nausea, I had just tried ginger. Ginger tea is a good recommendation, but honestly I could not do it. I couldn't keep it down. It was disgusting to me. It just made my nausea worse. I literally threw it up like the first few times that I tried it. So I don't recommend ginger tea if you're really sensitive to that kind of thing. Ginger candies, they will help you. If also the ginger taste doesn't do it for you, peppermint. Peppermint helps tremendously. It does the same thing. So go ahead and just keep some of those in your purse. That way you can just pop it in really quick and kind of like soothe yourself with the nausea. So let's talk belly. I have not gotten stretch marks my first round. My first round. Like I'm shooting out babies like left and right. No, my first pregnancy, I didn't get stretch marks until, I'm not even kidding you, a few weeks until I had to go into labor. And that sucked because I thought I was in the clear. I was like, oh, okay, cool, you know, whatever. And you know what? Whether it is genetic, whether it's not, you're beautiful the way you are. This is definitely not something you absolutely need, but for me, I wanted to prevent the stretch marks as much as possible. And this time around, I noticed it happening within the first 2 months. I wanted to get ahead of it, and I have used this stretch mark cream, and I swear they are dissipating. There's some magic in this bottle that's helping. Another natural way, I don't have it with me because I just had to order it on Amazon. It is the jojoba oil. It looks like this. It's natural oil. You just drip it with the spout all over your belly and you kind of just massage it into your stretch marks. Also, tip, if this is your first pregnancy and you might not be aware, do it on other places other than your belly, because you do get growth on your butt, on your hips, on your belly, and your chest area. So I would go ahead and get you both, because both together, chef's kiss. Something little fun that I wanted to throw in is not a need, but it was gifted to me and I just love using it. It's this little baby monitor and it comes with this ultrasound gel. This little thing here is, it rubs on your belly, you find baby, and you can hear the baby through the headphones. You can hear the baby's heartbeat. So if I can find this exact one, I will link it for you. It's just something fun to have. And also I kind of was always just like, are you good in there? Like, I don't know, as a mother, you're kind of like just curious, you want to hear your baby. If you are an OG of my channel, let me know if you've watched my old video, one of my very first videos on YouTube, where you saw that I recommended, it was a pregnancy pillow, and Gabriel gifted it to me. It hooks on both ends so you can wrap it. It looks like this. I have kept this from my first pregnancy because I've just absolutely loved using it. I would just throw it on the floor sometimes and just cuddle up in it, and when Isabella was a baby, I would just throw her inside the pillow. I would like hook it around her. It's got really good multiple uses for it. It really helps with the comfort of sleeping because it's really hard to get comfortable when you're pregnant, as I'm sure you know. I really recommend this specific maternity pillow. Since we're on the topic of pillows, I don't know what this is called, but this pillow, I found this at Sam's Club, I think. If I can find it, which I'm gonna do with majority of the items that I have, I'm gonna link everything down below in my Amazon storefront and within the description with links. This literally goes between your legs. Boom. Like leg here, leg here. You know, does that make sense? Your pelvic area it's stretching. Your hips are widening and it's really uncomfortable. So the fact that you have a nice way to rest your leg on something, it just relieves the pain of that stretch happening. This specific one, the way that it's wedged. I've tried a regular pillow and honestly, my opinion, but I don't think it really works as well. I would have major calf cramps all the time. I'm talking like my calf muscle would pop out of place at night, and I don't know what this is called. If somebody knows and this is common, let me know. Like, you watch your muscle pop out of place out of your calf and it would like contract. I don't know what that was about, but it was so painful. I had to like punch my calf to make it feel better, but also that's pretty intense. Just for regular like back pain, I recommend a massager. So originally I bought this for Gabriel, and then I had gotten pregnant, but it doubles the job. You know, it can be for you, it can be for your man, it can be for whoever. And I got him specifically the gym to go. So it has an attachment. Here's the attachment. This one has like a little foam ball, and you can crank it up. This is on 1 of 80. That's intense. I think I've gone up to 20 before. This has really helped a lot, just with pain in general. If you don't know now, you're gonna know later that your back really takes a toll. Get yourself a massager. Also, ladies, I'm sure you already have one. It is a heating pad, but this specific heating pad, a massager that comes built in it as well. It's really nice just to have the convenience of laying there and it's massaging while heating. That to me is luxury when I need that extra. I'm just trying to lay down and get the relief of my pain. It has done a lot of wonders in my first pregnancy, and I have been using it for my second. So something really funny, and I thought it was just a myth, was that now that I am pregnant with a boy, my ankles swole up. They had gotten a lot of water retention, and I've seen really more severe swelling on a lot of women, more like a balloon. But I've just noticed, at least for right now, my ankles have gotten bigger. Being pregnant in general, your ankles and your joints just start to hurt a little bit more, obviously, because you're putting on more weight on your body. I didn't have that with Isabella, my girl. She never gave me swollen ankles, and they always say that boys make your ankles bigger. That was the first giveaway fun fact that I knew that I was pregnant with a boy instinctually, but that was about it. I had picked up some compression socks. These ones are the Reebok. I have some other ones linked on my Amazon as well, but these actually do good. These little ones and then these higher ones. These go up on the ankle. They just have like a thicker band on the ankle, and then they also have the compression like on the feet as well. The longer ones, they look like this. Nothing too fancy, but I've noticed that my feet have had a lot of relief since I've been using compression socks. As we're talking about the pain that you feel on your feet, on your ankle, I had gotten myself, well, Gabriel had gotten for me some slides, but cushiony slides, not the old ones that you don't ever replace, but like some good plastic or foamy slides. And being pregnant in the spring means that your feet are gonna be more exposed. You need really comfortable shoes. I really was liking the fact that these were Yeezy dupes. They're definitely not near the Yeezy kind of look, but the regular slides that are just coming out now, these are Wild Fable from Target. But I also had my eye on some on Amazon that I will leave down below as well. I thought they were really cute just because the bottoms had thicker soles that were pointier, and I really liked that. But if this isn't your style, you can find other ones similar to these. Now for this next and final one, I'm telling you, I didn't know that I needed this until I needed it. I had really bad sciatic nerve issues down in my lower spine, and to relieve that pain, the only way was a medicine ball. I promise you, it is worse than actual labor. Sciatic nerve problems made me cripple. I could not walk. It was painful walking down the stairs. It would literally be like somebody stabbed my spine. As I tried to walk down the stairs, sometimes I would lose my balance because of how sharp it was, and I would almost fall down the stairs. It's a dangerous thing, sciatic nerve. It's normally near the end of pregnancy, but also to help induce labor. If you're really trying to stay active and get baby to term, whatever predicament you're in, a medicine ball is super recommended from doctors themselves. Go ahead and get you one because you are not going to regret it. All right, you guys, that sums up my pregnancy must-have video. I really hope that you had written a list of things that you're gonna get, and if this is your first pregnancy, congratulations. Everything is going to be okay. You're gonna do great. This motherhood experience is literally like nothing I've ever experienced before, and I'm just really excited that you're doing the work and the research to find things that are going to work for you in your pregnancy. I know it's a very scary thing. We are told so many things. This works, that works. But you know what? Stay with the basics and you're gonna be okay. Just take a deep breath. Remember that you're gonna do just fine. It's not always necessary to have the biggest, the fanciest, this or that. You know what's best ultimately, and you know your body, so you know what you need and what your baby needs, and don't let anybody else tell you what you or baby needs. But of course, you're gonna hear it because that's just instinctually what other mothers do for other mothers, or other people do for you because they just want to help. I'm leaving this video out in the universe for you to come and find if you need it. These are the tips that have helped me. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video.